Welcome to Central Valley Music. I'm your host today for Mike Briggs, sitting in for our regular host, Batlord Carcass, who couldn't be here today because he's working out at Hobbs Grove getting ready for Halloween. So a great musician in his own right. You know, we come here each Wednesday night at this time to meet local musicians. We want to get them on record because a lot of our guys are going places, and we want to say we got them before, you know, they're too big to come back to Fresno and grace us with their presence. Our first guest is an old friend, Kurt Gruver, who, are you from Fresno your whole life?
Well, not my whole life, but about the past 28 years or so. I've been
See,
here, so pretty
significant.
close.
So you think of yourself as a Fresnan.
Pretty much right now, yeah.
Are you a musician, or is there full-time, or is there another thing going on in your
Well,
life?
I'm by day I'm a elementary school teacher, but
very
I've been
cool.
a musician for a long period of time.
Can we say the school, or should we not?
It's Sierra Vista Elementary.
Oh, out in Clovis.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
yeah.
very cool. So you're the cool teacher. You're the one with the long hair and the
I guess so,
cool,
yeah.
cool presence. Do you play guitar in your classroom
I
sometimes?
do sometimes, yeah. I'll take the guitar and we'll actually do a little bit of songwriting. We'll work it in with poetry. and things like that.
Songwriting. Because
Yeah,
when I was at
exactly.
elementary school, the teacher would come in with the guitar and we would sing.
Mhm.
But you take them to the next step.
We try to do that, yeah. We'll come up with some ideas, you know, make a poem out of it,
Yeah.
put music to it. And
I always
a lot
think
fun.
of this. You think of Da Vinci or, you know, someone like that were sculptors and painters and stuff. And if they hadn't been exposed to that medium, what would they have become? And you
Right.
see these guys. I saw a guy at the fair with a chainsaw, and he's making this beautiful art.
Mhm.
But if somebody had not put that chainsaw in his hand, he would never have been that. So
Right.
you have kids that you're teaching, exposing to songwriting,
A little bit, yeah.
and
yeah, so who
they
knows?
are more likely. I mean, if one of them has it, they have it.
Mhm.
Right. Now, we're going to hear some of your music in a minute. How do you describe your genre or your?
Well, it's kind of, it's an acoustic brand of rock, folk rock with a little country flavor to it, I think.
Are there any musicians that exist today that you'd say, well, it's kind of at this vein, like Neil Young or
Well,
someone?
a little bit of Neil Young, Gregory Allman,
Greg Allman, yeah.
for sure, and Jackson Brown,
Mhm.
a little bit of that. And I lately have been, my girlfriend has exposed me to a lot of the new country, and I really like the sound of
Country.
that.
I mean, and you know, Neil Young and Jackson Brown and those guys aren't that far from country.
They're really not, and Neil crosses over a lot into it.
Kind of maybe
So-
folk music that
Mhm.
goes one way or another.
Exactly.
So,
Mhm.
now, are the songs we're going to hear tonight, are they your songs?
These will be originals that I'll
All
play tonight,
originals,
yeah. Mm.
And did it take you days to write them, weeks, months?
Well, you know, sometimes it'll happen. I think the quickest song I've ever written was maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It just comes to you.
Every once in a while it happens.
Once in a while, yeah, you get some lyrics and it's almost like automatic writing, and you write it down and play something to it. You know, sometimes it works that way, and there might be a project I'm working on. I'll put it away for a while, get it out a couple weeks later, and finish it up or polish it.
And do any take years?
There have been some that I've written, and I go through my drawers. I thought, oh, I got to finish that thing. I started back in 1999 or whatever, you know. So
When they're written, are they written or do they keep evolving?
some are written, and I'm satisfied with them, and I record them, and others, you know, that I'm still reworking. You know, sometimes I'll get them out and look at them again. And
Has anybody
So I
else
can
done
do-
your songs?
pardon?
Has anybody else done your songs?
Well, you know, I've heard that Trey Tosh covered one of my songs one night, and I can't. I never found out which one, but I was very
that would be
flattered.
very cool.
Yeah,
Trey Tosh.
yeah,
He's a kid. Well, not a kid anymore, huh?
Not anymore.
He's not
He's a fantastic
17
guitar
anymore?
player. I played with him a couple times at Starving Artists. He's fabulous. Yeah.
So, speaking of starving artists, are you playing around town someplace?
I play there a lot. A
Starving
lot of
Artists. Where
times
is that,
Saturday
by the way?
nights. It's up at Fort Washington and Friant, up in that shopping center right near Lassen's Market.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I remember that. I don't get out of the tower much.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever play down here?
I played down at Mia Cuppa, the old Mia Cuppa, and a couple other places, you know.
Yeah, that's under new ownership. Maybe some things are going to start happening.
From what I understand, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Now, do you always play solo, or do you get with a band sometimes?
I play, sometimes we'll mix it up and have some musicians that'll back me at Starving Artist. One in particular, actually two, A.S. Angelo, the fantastic
Yeah.
piano player,
Keyboard player.
and Amina Kublanova, the
Violinist.
violinist.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
They have backed me
Yeah.
on some songs where it just makes the goosebumps stand up, you know. And then I also play keyboard with another local band around town, kind of sitting with them.
You play keyboard.
I do.
What?
Yeah, I play guitar, keys, bass,
Okay,
harmonica.
we want you to come back and play the keyboard one day.
One of these days.
You never have
yeah.
on Central Valley Talk, have
No,
you?
I haven't. Not yet. Yeah.
Now, we have some special people here in Fresno. You said A.S. Angelo, and what's the girl's
And
name?
Amina
Amina.
Kubanova, yeah.
She's from Russia.
She is.
Peter Mordike. Peter Mordike.
Yeah.
You know, and Roger Perry. Do you feel like we have a centering of music here? I mean, unusually good people.
I think we do, and we've got like a budding community, almost like if you kind of liken it to the early days of Greenwich Village. I think, you know, a lot of us hang together,
Very
we
cool
run
scene,
into
yeah.
each other, play together, you know.
Very cool scene.
Yeah.
And from Roger Perry to Kurt Gruver, got all of the cool people that come to from Fresno, and we've had some great musicians out of Fresno. And I don't know, I just feel we have a centering that other towns don't have. Extraordinary musicians.
Yeah, it's a great group of people, you know, and we're always, you know, running into each other, trading ideas, playing together, things like that. And it's fantastic.
Do you see your guitar as like a percussive instrument, like keeping the rhythm, or do you feel it's more of a melodic instrument?
Well, it kind of depends on what song I'm playing, you know, but a lot of times if I'm fronting something, I'm kind of holding it down and letting everybody else.
We'll let our viewers make the decision when they hear you play in a few minutes. So, now have you gone out of town and played?
I have, yeah. I played up in Benicia at a club called The Relic, and a few other places. And before I came to Fresno, I played, you know, in Calaveras County and the Bay Area and places like that. Chico.
I always felt when I got out of town to play that I was like on tour or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of
cool,
fun,
so
you know.
very cool to do. Now, do you have recordings or something that people can order or buy? Does that
Well,
happen?
I do have I do have my music on a page called Our Stage, and it's kind of old. It's ourstage.com. It was kind of an offshoot of MySpace way back when, and I've done a lot of you know, I've got a lot of original music. A lot of my studio stuff is there, little 99-cent downloads. And I have
Artist Space?
Our Stage.
Our Stage.
Our Stage.
Our Stage.
Yeah, ourstage.com. And then I have a lot of things I've put on YouTube, you know, live camera ones and some other recorded versions of songs that I've done that I put, you know, video to and such.
Now, when I was a musician, there was no internet. There's no way to put it out there. And we didn't even have devices really to record ourselves that much. But now it seems there's so many opportunities. Even like this Central Valley Talk, a little internet TV station, that you could actually make a recording and this could go viral. I mean, you could get out there to the entire world. There's nobody in the world that cannot watch this show except North Korea, of course.
Yeah. Well, maybe someday.
So we could have millions of people watching. When I was a musician, we just didn't have that opportunity.
No.
Do you see the additional opportunity?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. It's a great way to get everything out there because, I remember back in the late 70s or so when I was in Chico, you had to come up with $90 an hour to get into a studio.
Just to get in the studio.
And just to record it, and then hopefully, you know,
sometimes you're so nervous in there, you make it, and you're not happy with it.
Yeah, like it's kind of a rush job, you know.
Now, about the record industry, I went and saw Paul McCartney a couple of years ago. My kids just saw him in New York. It seems like it's not about records anymore; it's about live performances.
Yeah, it seems. I think most of the money is made on tour now because of, say, the 99-cent downloads and Napster and things like that too, where they're not making a lot of the money. I don't think.
Free. It's almost free a lot of the time
on albums that they used to.
Yeah. So what's coming up for you? Is there a place where we could say, I'm going to go see Kurt Gruver perform at?
Well, November 12th, I'll be at the patio at...
it's in Big Garden, right?
Well, actually, no, I'll be over at On the Edge in Clovis, downtown Clovis.
On the Edge in Clovis.
Their patio.
Oh, their patio.
It'll be November 12th. It'll be afternoon, I think, 1 to 4.
Yeah. So for people my age, I don't want to stay up till midnight to see a group perform. Yeah. So go to the patio On the Edge.
On the Edge, yeah.
And where is that?
It's Pulaski. Yeah. In downtown Clovis. There.
And the date?
It'll be Sunday, November 12th.
Sunday, November 12th.
Be playing an afternoon, 1 to 4.
Okay, 1 to 4 p.m. Nice afternoon thing. You sit out on a patio, obviously. Will there be wine or anything?
I'm not sure
not sure what they serve.
Yeah, but
that's not your department. Your department is to deliver the music.
Yeah,
it's a coffee shop. You're right. It's a coffee shop. I've been there a few times. So, anything you want our viewers to know about you at this point?
Well,
that I missed.
Singer-songwriter. I'm available for parties, events, as well as clubs. Any clubs out there looking for an acoustic musician, singer-songwriter? I'm here. And
now, I see you as an original artist that does his own music. If somebody's having a wedding or something, would you do that? It's like the music they ask for?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would say I do about 50-50, covers versus original songs.
Yeah. And what kind of bride or groom would call you? Somebody from the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Well, it was funny. The last wedding I played at, it was a young couple, early 20s.
They just wanted something cool.
They wanted something cool, so I came up with this acoustic version of White Wedding.
Oh, very cool. That'd be very cool. So you could do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Kurt Gruver is a musician in Fresno. Our friend, he's been here many times to Central Valley Talk. He actually teaches our kids in school out in Clovis, and but very original musician. I've only heard your original pieces, by the way, and very creative. But he does some other stuff. So if you're having an event, you want some background music, you want a wedding, you want somebody to come to your corporate party, Kurt Gruver is the guy. I recommend him, by the way. And after this break, you're going to play some songs for us.
I sure will.
As many as you want.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll be back with more Central Valley music right after this.
Young boy sitting alone by the telephone, waiting patiently for it to ring. She said she'd go out with him to the movies tonight, pick her up about 8:30. All his hopes and dreams, larger than life, anticipating their first kiss. Heart full of wonder, feeling light as a dove, never felt this way before. All this and so much more. Sitting alone by the telephone, waiting patiently for it to ring. She said she'd call him at 9:45, talk about the things that happened today. All the time he's had to spend away seems to get harder with each passing day. Life on the road harder than he can say. Wants to come back home today. Maybe to stay. Man sitting alone by the telephone, knows it won't be ringing today. Been 3 years now since she's been gone, made her way into the great beyond. quickly do the years pass us by, seem to be gone in a blinking of an eye, taken for granted, never knowing why, wants to hold you once again, wants to hug her just once more, wants to kiss her lips once more, the way it was before. As he sits alone by the telephone, that one was called Telephone. I wrote that a few years back. This next one I want to do is one I wrote not long ago, about a year ago. I was actually waiting to go on stage at Mia Cuppa downtown here and was watching some dancers rehearse. And I don't know, it just kind of struck me as something about life, you know, music, dancing, all of that. This is called Come Dance. Found my way through this world, just moving my way through this life, doing my best with what I've been given, learning to make some sense of it all. Life's a dance, a delicate movement, life's a song to be sung, gently swaying in that evening breeze. May I grasp the clue of its cause? Won't you join me in this dance? My sweet maiden, dance with me. Oh, will you see me through my hard time? Walk with me in the light. Walk with me in the light. As the springtime turns to summer, I can sense an early fall. Will we still be here through the winter when that quiet darkness comes to call? Life's a dance, a delicate movement, and life's a song to be sung, gently swaying through that evening breeze. May I grasp the truth in it all? Won't you join me in this dance? My sweet maiden, dance with me. Oh, will you see me through my dark times? Walk with me in the light. Walk with me the light. Won't you join me in this dance? My sweet maiden, dance with me. Oh, 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 oh. Won't you see me through my dark night? light. Oh, come dance. Won't you dance with me? Oh. I want to do one more here tonight. This is one I wrote for someone who walked into my life a little over a year ago. I'm very grateful and love her very much. This is called Greater Kind of Love. Stare to a darkened sky, feeling like I really never knew why. Twists and turns of this road of life, wondering where it could be leading to. Twists and turns, stop and go, you're leaving me with nowhere to go. Feeling like a weary traveler, nowhere to call my home. Do you show me a greater kind of love? Straight down from the very heavens above. When I felt like giving up, it's when you came along and you showed me a greater kind of love. Seems I've been waiting all of my life for someone who understands this plight. What it's like to wander in the desert, waiting for love to bloom and grow. Driving low and I travel so far, by boat and plane and even by car. Never thought I'd find what I found. I'm on cloud nine as long as you're around. As long as you're around. God, you show me the greater kind of love. Straight down from that very heavens above. When I felt like giving up, it's when you came along and you showed me. And you showed me. And you showed me. You showed me a greater kind of love. Greater kind of love. A greater kind of love. Thank you very much.